decide? Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd.
Technical difficulties. Fuck it. Motherfucking G.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And so here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is so intimidating. This is no small hall. This is no leisure center. This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're gonna be found wanting.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. It's all offense all the time. Perfect counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. All the talk. Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good left hand. And now going for the finish. Not going to let this one go to the judges. How are they still standing? What's the referee thinking right now? Disaster averted. You know the scorecards are going to be all... Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Let's talk about Alvarez. That bell could not have come... Here we go for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That one will count. That counter shot lands. Just misses with that big right hand. There's a counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Caution being thrown to the wind. Just got rocked. This is a high-octane battle. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
Screenshot with F12. Interesting. Oh, you get another one. I'm gonna fuck around and lose with this nigga, bro. I don't know how to fight with him. Like I'm Debo.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. Here comes the mirror.
This bout is...
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. They both want the knockout. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? Fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
For a fighter walking into a theatre, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Right hand again. And he just missed with that left jab. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Lands with the right counter. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Good counter punch. Exchange here from both men. Nice punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Talk about Jones Jr. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow.
On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punchers are the best.
He misses with that jab. can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter-punching for both these athletes. The counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Both of these men showing exceptional, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jones Jr. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Both men step back for just a moment. Surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, and a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
No stamina, no injury, but still throwing punches. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Do you believe what we are seeing?
This is a Van Gogh. Oh, if you want violence, if you want blood, if you want a scrap, this is it. This is the picture you get in that dictionary.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That left counter punch will score. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Good counter left hand there. And this with that jab. He threw the hook, didn't land. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight.
It's everything we dreamt of. It's everything we've got excited and giddy for. This is what we're here for.
Great counter right hand there. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Missing with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That counter shot lands. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Left counter score. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Good counter punching from both these fighters. He just misses with that jab. Left counter was perfectly timed. He just misses with that big right hand. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
No rest for the weary. Which one of these? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jones Jr. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Missed him with that uppercut. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Both men step back for just a moment. That right hook won't score. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, there was no doubt about who won that. Here we go. It's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Perfect counter lands. These punches coming from every angle. And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
Oh, what? What a shot. What? Oh, my goodness. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Talk about Jones Jr. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love that.
There's the bell to start round 8. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Oh, that punch. He misses with that jab. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He gets out of the way of that left hand.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Which fighter will say no mas?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighters. Let's talk about Jones Jr. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
And we enter the ninth. They exchange punches. Beautiful count. You can see his legs have given out a little bit. He's got to start firing back. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice punch. Counter right. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. When are we going to, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Jones Jr. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to...
And here comes the 10th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
There's a scoring blow. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Perfect punch. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this...
Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on. You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that. Let's talk about Jones Jr. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round 11. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. There's a counter shot. He surely is not getting up from this. They are going to surrender. No moss.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
And we out. Just like that, 2-0.